Hello, hello, and welcome, my friends, to the next video in the Create Better Content series, where I'm going to show you how to tap into your creativity so that you never run out of content ideas again. I'm Penny. I'm your guide through this creative content development process, and I'm going to be teaching you how to create more engaging content that you're going to want to post, and it's going to help you reach even more qualified customers online. So if you want to learn more about creativity and how this can help you develop your content marketing plan, I'd love to see you hit the button and subscribe to this channel. So let's jump right in, because this month we are still celebrating International Ideas Month. And with this video, I want to share with you an important piece to the whole process of implementing your content strategy. Because content strategy is not just about being consistent with your posts, but it's to ensure that you're actually sharing with your community something that's going to help them take action and hit that buy here button. So let's talk about implementation. I know that there's all kinds of information out there with calendars and all of those things, that tools that can help you with your content marketing. But I want to talk to you about something a little bit more broader in scope. I want to start general, and then I'm going to get very specific. I want to start with the idea of knowing the difference between a content strategy and content marketing. So let's start with this piece right here. A content strategy is actually a roadmap, and this is the roadmap which guides your marketing plan. The content strategy is how you're going to plan out your content ideas, where you're going to post it, the plan that kind of ties all of your content together with your overall marketing strategy. So if the content strategy is the plan, then content marketing is the process. It's the process that organizes, creates, schedules, promotes, and all of those things combined. So your content marketing plan is the actual tasks and action items that you do to implement your content strategy. So you see the difference between the two? And let me dig into this just a little bit more to give you some more examples so that you can follow me in what I'm explaining. So a content strategy could include things like your business goals and how your content's going to help you accomplish them. Your content strategy could include things like who your customer target is, the types of content that you're creating. Do you write blog posts? Do you do quotes? Do you create images? Do you do live streaming? The types of content you're creating is a part of your content strategy. Thinking about how your content is going to set you apart from other people that are doing the same type of work that you're doing, that's part of your content strategy. And another big piece of your content strategy is how you're going to measure the success of your content. So all of these things together is what creates the strategy. And the goal behind the strategy is this: it's to ensure that the work that you're doing with your marketing plan and the action items and the tasks that you're going to be doing are actually going to help you build your business online. So the strategy gives you the path to follow so that you can make the best impacts with your social posts. And your social posts themselves, the implementation of it, the organization of it, the writing of it, the developing of it, that is your content plan. So one of the important things that I want to talk about today with regards to content strategy is something called the customer journey. And the customer journey answers the question of, how do my customers move from the top of my sales funnel to hit that buy now button? And this journey is going to help you identify key moments when you realize that when they realize that they have a problem, when they're online looking for a solution, and their journey includes how they're going to make the final decision to make a purchase. It's a whole process, and it starts from this one space of understanding these key moments to get them to actually click a button to take action. So when you understand these key moments, these touch points, this is where your content strategy comes involved with developing contents like blog posts or videos that answer your customers' questions. You get ideas about maybe doing content upgrades or lead magnets, whichever word you want to use, and you think about how this is going to get them onto your email list, but it also responds. The idea of this content upgrade is not just to get them on the email list, but to find a way to respond to their pain points, to respond to their challenges, and to show them that what it is, the work that you do, your service, your product, is a solution to their problem. So the content upgrade becomes the next step in their journey, and it gets them onto your email list. So when you spend your time working through this customer journey, you're able to actually develop the roadmap, which will connect even deeper with your customers, remove objections, and I would say improve your conversion rates, quite honestly. So when you think about it like that, you want to take them through the process of where we start with the customer journey from unaware to being completely aware. And there's many steps along the customer journey process, and I'm in the process. I'm actually going to be doing a workshop on this, so heads up on that. So make sure that you're following along so that you can join in and be a part of that to learn more about that, because I don't want to go into each step specifically today, but just know that your customer journey, understanding from the part from where the customer realizes that there's a problem and maybe they don't even have a name for the problem that they're dealing with, all the way to the point where they're doing their research so that they could find content of yours, like I said, blog posts or videos, or downloading a content upgrade that maybe they found on Pinterest, something that you can connect with them and resonate with them to get them closer to your website, get you closer to your social media accounts, get them closer onto your email list. So that's what we're talking about with the strategy, to take them through that process of them when they are learning about the solutions to their problem, that your business comes up as an option and creates an opportunity for you to be considered as one of their, choices that they're going to make when they hit that buy here button. So that's a really big piece of that content strategy that is definitely involved with the implementation. Another important element of your content strategy is when you're developing content topics that are optimized for SEO, search engine optimization. And the steps for your marketing plan is actually doing the optimization. So the strategy itself becomes content topics. So if we think about that customer journey too, and we think about, what are topics that are going to get people to become more aware of your product or service? What are topics that are going to help people become more aware of how your product or service solves their problems or their challenges? Those are all types of content topics that you're going to be looking at with your content strategy. And the content marketing plan will actually implement those. We'll create that and develop that. And I know I've said this before, but what I want to talk about for this part is that the marketing plan that's optimizing SEO. So if we think about what's happening with the SEO, the search engine optimization, when you're writing blog posts or creating videos, you're sharing the content that your customers are actively looking for online. That's a really important piece here. So that's why it's so important to not just say, okay, let me just start posting and I'll figure out where should I post on Facebook? Should I post on Instagram? Should I be on TikTok? Should I be writing blog posts? That's not the first place for you to start. Your first place to start for implementing any kind of content marketing plan is starting with your content strategy. So if we think about the content topics that we want to optimize for SEO, and I wanted to repeat that sentence again. So whether you're writing blog posts or creating videos, what your goal is to make sure that you are sharing content that your customers are actively looking for online. And that's where the SEO comes into play. And I think that most of the time SEO gets connected to keywords or hashtags for that matter. But SEO is not just about saying, oh, I'm just going to find all the best keywords that I can, or I put hashtags and shove as many as I can into my post. That's not how this happens. That's not how this works. That's not how we create content that will find people within their customer journey and take them along and move them from the unaware to the point where they are going to hit that buy now button. The writing SEO content starts way before you hit that share button or that post button or whatever it is that you're doing. Your goal with this content is to connect with your target audience, your target customer. Like I said, not just to add as many keywords into your content as possible. It's to create content that's going to resonate them, that's going to emotionally connect with them. Because here's the thing when it comes to SEO, especially right now, in the way that things are coming down with algorithms, especially Google's algorithms. Google's algorithm is a lot smarter with these keyword tricks, and it knows keyword stuffing when it scans your content. And if it picks up the fact that you're just shoving words in there and there's not any substance or any value to your content, this triggers the search engine to move past your content when it's compiling its search results. So what this means for you is when you have your content strategy and you think about your content topics that are surrounding where your customer is in the journey, I want you to think about, as you are creating this content, especially for SEO purposes, that you are creating this around one single keyword. That means you write your copy around one single topic. You think about the questions that you hear frequently. You think about the comments that you are seeing either in your posts or other people's posts. What are the conversations that are happening online? Think about the one thing that you can focus on, the one single keyword. And what you want to do is focus in on that one particular topic. And that's how you're going to share the copy and how you would answer those questions. How would you respond if you were in a Facebook group and you saw a conversation happening and it was specifically to do with something that your product or service does, and you could answer that? If there was a whole conversation going and there was 3 or 4 comments in there, how would you answer those questions? How would you respond back to them? And not just, hey, DM me, I've got an answer for you. I don't mean that. I mean, if you had the opportunity to answer these people who were making these comments in this Facebook group, what would you say? And not in the sense that you're just trying to get them to sell them something or to get them to buy something from you. I mean, in a positive, I'm creating some valuable resource type of way. Would you send them to a blog post that would answer their questions? Would you send them to a video series that actually takes them through these steps that could show them how you could face their challenges? That's what I'm talking about when I'm referring to writing around one single keyword, writing around one single topic. And when you focus on this, I can assure you that the keywords that you will be using will flow naturally, will just become naturally a part of it, because you're responding to these questions. You're responding with your answers. You're responding in the sense with your content, like I said, either a video or a blog post or however your content is being developed. You're responding, explaining to them how you are answering the question and why your product is a part of the solution. And as you're working through all of this, you understand where they are in their customer journey. Are they just now learning about this process? Are they just now being challenged with it? Have they been challenged with it for a while and they just don't know the answer to it? Are they challenged with it and they know the answer and they're just trying to figure out who the best company is or best businesses that they want to work with? Those are all those pieces in the customer journey that you're going to think about as you are developing this content to reach more people, as well as to get them to keep moving forward and hopefully to be a part of your customer base, your email list, to get the customer journey to include you and your business. So if you've listened to all of these videos from the International Ideas Month, you've probably heard me say these words: do something creative. I say these words over and over and over again because this has become the basic foundation about how I create the content for my business. I repeat these words when I work with through content strategy with my clients, when I'm doing this myself. So what do I mean by doing something creative? And what I mean by doing something creative is this. So when you're stuck and you're thinking about this content strategy that I just shared with you, and you're just thinking about my content marketing implementation, and you're thinking through all of these ideas about where on the customer journey I need to be? Where is this SEO topic that I need to think about? Where is all of this? There's so many things right now maybe swirling around in your head. My response back to you, if you don't know where to start and you don't know what to do something creative. And I wanted to share this piece with you, especially as we're talking about International Ideas Month. If you've not heard of this, Einstein actually was a part of this. This is one thing that Einstein and I can totally agree upon when we talk about doing something creative. Einstein had called this process combinatory play. And the actual definition of that is the act of rejuvenating the analytical part of the brain by participating in something that opens up the right side of the creative part of your brain. Einstein learned how to play the violin. So when he was struggling with a math problem, he would spend hours playing music until the answer appeared as an insight. So if you were feeling stuck and you're not sure as you're moving through this, thinking about my customer journey, thinking about my SEO topic, what am I supposed to be doing? I want you to take a deep breath and go do something creative. And let me remind you that when I say the word creative, I don't mean pick up a paintbrush or write the next great novel. I mean to do something that's going to stimulate the right side of your brain, like walking your dog in a different neighborhood, noticing the leaves on the trees as you pass. It means baking a blueberry cobbler or any activity that allows you to not be sitting there right at your computer and just staring at a blank screen. It allows you to do something, getting outside, watching the sunrise or the sunset. It means going for a bike ride. It means painting the downstairs bathroom. Whatever it is that you're doing something creative is about keeping yourself in motion. It's about stimulating the right side of your brain that's going to open up that ability to allow these ideas and these insights to flow, and keeping yourself in motion. And let me tell you, any form of motion beats sitting there forcing yourself to come up with an answer. And I can assure you that when you do something creative like that, when you do something to stimulate that right side of your brain, any inspiration that you have will be drawn to you because you're taking action. So if you find yourself getting stuck on what to post and what you need to write for your next sales page copy, your next blog post, your next video series, do something creative. Do something other than just sitting there in front of your laptop. And trust that when you engage with your creative energy, the inspiration will find its way to you. Thank you so much for joining me today with this creative process. If you've enjoyed this content about creativity, I hope you'll consider subscribing to this channel. And if you're ready to dig into the deep work of developing your content marketing strategy, the link is below to subscribe to the Create Your Business program. With the Create Your Business program, you'll stop saying, I'm stuck and I don't know what to do with my marketing messages, and you'll start believing that you'll know what to do come up with those posts, and you'll see results. You'll learn a new process to reach customers online. It's like I always say, if a self-study program and a subscription box had a baby, it would be the Create Your Business process. It's content marketing in a box for entrepreneurs who are ready to tap into their creativity so that they never run out of content ideas again. You are magnificent, my friend, and let me be the first to say, I'm proud of you. Until next time.